morning, Lions. My name is Mr. Kuffel and I'm the athletic director.
And I am Mrs. Lowry, your Director of Student Activities. In addition to us, Mrs. Deveroy, the Director of Campus Ministry, and Mr. Field, your Assistant Principal, who runs the Curb Scholars and STEM Distinction Programs, also participated in designing what we're about to present to you today. So the document that you're going to go over with your homeroom teachers after we're done with this video is called your Guide to After-School Conflicts. When we welcome you into the Viator community, we say get involved, join sports, be a Curb Scholar, do retreats, build your faith, do service. We ask you to do many things, and we encourage you to do many things because it's a great time in your life too. Unfortunately, at times there's only so much that you can do. There's a lot of things that you can do multiple of. There's some things that you can't. For example, you can't be on the varsity basketball team and in the winter musical. They're just two commitments that are just too large to navigate. But there are other commitments that are a lot easier. If you want to go on a retreat and you're on a sport team, that is possible. So this document helps you figure that out. The key things in here is to know that we support you in this, and it's up to you to decide what is important to you and what consequences you're willing to accept.
Along with sharing this information with you, we're also sharing it with your club moderator and coaches. That way, we are all on the same page and making you feel like you can make the decisions that are best for you. Sometimes conflict arises, tough decisions have to be made. We want to make sure that you are able to resolve those things as they arise. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to use this packet. We want to make sure that you know what clubs and activities you're in. So as you join them, start figuring out what time's my practice, when is my game, what time's my club organization's meeting. Go through those things, create a calendar, and write them down. With that, then go ahead and share that with your club moderators or coaches or those that are monitoring your specific organization. That way they know how much you're involved in and what you're involved in. Sometimes conflict's going to arise and you're going to have to make a tough decision. Go with what you think is best for you. If for some reason you have trouble and a coach or a moderator isn't supporting you in your decision and might be treating you inappropriately, please let one of us know that are helping organize that specific area so we can address that with that specific person.
Finally, this document can be found in your email. It was emailed to you this morning. Your homeroom teachers are going to show you a physical copy today and go through it with you after this video is over. And then finally, the last note is that please note that this is a life skill that you're going to need. Life does not get less busy. When you go off to college and when you begin in the workforce, you're going to have to make a lot of decisions about what is the most important thing that needs to get done, when it needs to get done by, and such. There are going to be things pulling you all different directions. So if you can learn this skill now to communicate with people very clearly and honestly about what your needs are, what your expectations are, and your acceptance of consequences when you can't make something or get something done on time, it'll make everyone a lot happier. The final thing, that I've said final 3 times, I know, it's okay guys, is that it's important that you don't lie. I know it's hard when you feel like you're disappointing. You give your heart to these teams, these clubs, these choirs, these bands, retreats. You give your heart to them, and when you feel like you're letting people down, sometimes it feels easier to just lie and say that someone else said I had to be there or something along those lines, but it all comes out in the end, and it's better if you are viewed as an honest person who's been trying to navigate this as efficiently as possible, rather than someone who's been misrepresenting other people. So we wish you all the best, and again, we're here, Mr. Field is here, and Ms. Deveroy is here. Whenever you need help navigating, let us know.